I wonder if we're live. Let me know if we are live. I'm not sure. It would be good to know. I hope to find out soon. It looks like we are live. Yes, we are. Wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Streamer running late. Yeah, kind of. I was stupid. I didn't check the weather before I went outside, and then I realized, oh, it's super windy today actually. But now, so I had to hook up my external mic. So hopefully you can hear me well, and hopefully there won't be too much of a wind noise. It's so windy though that I'm a bit worried. I'm worried that the phone will fly away from the gimbal, but hopefully that won't happen. Can you hear me well? If you can, let's walk. Anyway, I'm here in front of Yoga Station, just one stop away from Futako-Tamagawa. I was this close to start today's walk in Futako-Tamagawa as well, but I thought, come on, I've done too many Futako-Tamagawa walks recently. So at least I went one stop away to spice things up a little bit. And I think I will walk towards Futako-Tamagawa from here. But yeah, Yoga, the place with the big, high building. Yeah, just one stop away from Futako-Tamagawa. And actually, I also realized that I was a bit too optimistic with regards to the time, so I didn't have time to eat before starting this stream. So instead, I'm thinking, how about I grab some convenient food somewhere and maybe a beer and eat that in the park, and yeah, that's, you know, isn't that a good way to spend a Thursday evening? I've been very busy today. I've been working non-stop since I woke up basically. So, and I announced this walk like half an hour ago, and at that moment, that was the moment when I knew that, okay, today's work is over. So I can have some time off tonight. So yeah, it's been a busy day. Photo shoot in the morning and then video editing for a client the rest of the day. Audio sounds great. Okay, that's good to hear, Daniel. I'm assuming that it's Daniel. I'm always assuming that it's you. Yeah, it's very, very windy. I'm glad I have this cheap but very functional little mic. Always time for a beer. I know, right? Especially if they're a long day with plenty of work. So let me think a little bit before. There's a convenience here, but ideally I want to walk a little bit before I grab that beer. Let me think. Let me peek at the map. So as you can hear, I had like no time to plan or to think anything about tonight's walk actually. Work is over and you miss your fans. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, let's walk down this Shotengai. Then start the hunt for food. This is a very cozy neighborhood, and it's also just a few minutes away from my favorite park, as some of you probably know by now. So yeah, me and my wife have been looking at places here. It would be really nice to live here, but it's a bit difficult to find something for us. There's a lot of rental apartments though. Okay, rental houses. We're basically looking at something in this price bracket to make sure that we all have a comfortable size. are you? I'm near Yoga Station in Setagayaku, Tokyo, on the Deintoshi line. I think, yeah, this area is mostly residential, so that's kind of why I wanted to think a little bit extra, because there's not a ton of convenience stores actually. So if I'm gonna grab something to eat, I should probably do it around here. Hello, Kirsten from Melbourne. Thank you. Glad you found your way to my channel. Welcome. I believe this is your 4th live stream since you came back, says one of my viewers. No, this is probably done maybe twice as many. I've been back for exactly 1 month tomorrow, or 4 weeks. And yeah, I've done plenty of streams since then actually. This is my 3rd stream in just a week. So definitely more than 4. Maybe someone can count and check. And I'm thinking about 90 minutes for tonight's walk. Over here is our favorite little coffee shop, or one of many favorite little coffee shops we have, but this one is kind of part of our weekend routine. Me and my wife and daughter go and get a coffee over here at Leppo, and then we go to Kinuta Park. So sound is good. Do you hear any well, it's very quiet around here actually, but do you hear any ambient sounds as well, or is it just my voice? Nothing else. This is my 8th. Okay. Yeah, my 8th live stream since coming back a month ago. So I honestly don't think there will be that many other convenience stores here. So let me get some snacks and a beer here at this one.袋お願いします。ご協力をお願いいたします。身分証明書をご提示いただく場合がございます。それからお願いします。ポイントカードをお持ち。おはようございます。Okay, so I got a very basic dinner. 2 onigiri, 2 luxury onigiris though, but still 2 onigiris and a Yona ale. I hope my wife is not watching this stream. She would feel so sorry for me. Thank you, Yanga Lang, for the beer fund, snack fund. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you. after doing so many streams without any external mic and without any wind protection, I'm always like, whenever I hear the wind blow and I'm streaming, I feel like really uncomfortable because I know that now someone's gonna complain in the chat about the wind noise. But yeah, I'm glad I have this mic now. Oh, and thank you, Jenny. I need some gyoza. Yeah, some gyoza would be very nice. I agree. Maybe I'll have some gyoza after the stream then. Power cut in PNG. Oh no. Does that happen often over there? Does that kill? But that doesn't kill the mobile network at least. Because hopefully those run on some sort of, they have some reserve power, right? That's what cell towers usually have. Joel, you asked about if I saw the Google event. Yeah. New Pixel 8. Looks nice. I have my Pixel 6 now, which is just my kind of secondary phone. But I think I will maybe donate that to my mom next time I go to Sweden, because she needs a new phone soon. So maybe I'll give her the Pixel 6. But the Pixel 8 is a little bit too expensive, especially here in Japan. So I'm probably not gonna get that one. I hope you guys are okay with a relatively quiet night walk today, because it's gonna be pretty quiet areas mostly. Thank you, Garfield. Wow, thank you so much. Very nice. Motivation fund. Okay, yeah, now since you did that, we should make it at least 5K tonight then. Oh, by the way, I don't think I'm tracking this. Let's switch it on now. Open walk. It's super dark here. Yeah, because the yen is so weak right now, so all the new phones are getting really expensive, like, yeah, crazy expensive. So Pixels usually were pretty cheap. That was like one of their selling points. You got a lot of value for your money, right? But not anymore. They did also increase the price in the US, but that on top of the weak yen makes them very expensive here, unfortunately. Joel, I think you convert using some very old exchange rate. These days $1 is 12 crowns, isn't it? I think about 12 crowns. And then on top of that you have the VAT. So that's why it gets so much. Swedish crown is also very weak, so let's do a little walk through the park and have the onigiri and beer, and then I'll start heading downhill through the fancy residential neighborhoods and back down towards Futako-Tamagawa. Can you hear? Does the mic pick up this insect or the cars next to me? Does it pick up like details, small ambient sounds like that? So here on the other side of the street, that's Kinuta Park. That's where I'm heading now. That's probably where I will be heading this weekend too, with my daughter. She can never get enough of that place. Oh, okay, good. Crickets, good that you can hear them. It would be kind of sad if you only heard my voice and nothing else, then yeah, I wouldn't want that. Here's a bright place. Before we head into the dark place, that is the park. A communal hearing test. Yeah, why not? Why not? I like to involve my viewers in as much as I can. Can you hear the wind? Is my next question, because it is. If you look at these trees, you can see that it's pretty windy. So if you're not hearing the wind, then I'm very, very impressed with how my mic is performing. Unfortunately, this traffic light is always takes a long time to change. Maybe it gets green like once every 5 minutes or something like that. No wind noise. Wonderful. Wonderful. Ah, this little 5,000 yen mic was surely a good investment. Finally, it looks like, no, maybe not yet. Finally, let's park. Some late night baseball training is going on here. Or maybe not that late night actually. What time is it? It's not even 6:30. It's not that late. Ah, they're kids. Cute. Who knows, maybe there's some football going on over here as well. We'll see. Aha, the subtitle shows the text before I say it. That's sneaky. maybe this is not live after all. Or maybe the Google AI is faster at generating those subtitles than me when it comes to speaking. Who knows? Also, by the way, this is probably my first stream this year where I'm not wearing shorts. Yep, the temperatures have dropped quite considerably. So it's no longer hot and sticky, and it's actually too cold for shorts now. Finally. Maybe there's a DDR here. I wish. I've actually played twice since coming back to Japan. I'm starting to get kind of hooked on that game again. For nearly a year I didn't play at all last year, but now I remember how much fun it is, and also that it's a good way to get some exercise. So maybe I should start playing again more actively. No more pink shorts. No, pink short season is over for now. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Ah, yes, there is some football practice going on as well. And look at all these dogs with blinking things around their necks. Hello, Elena. Yeah, long time no see. Which park is this? This is Kinuta Park. Yeah, maybe it was a future Otani training there. Who knows? Who knows? And maybe there's a future Zlatan practicing here. Kinuta Park, Kinuta-Koen. If this was a live stream, ask the streamer to show his face. If he doesn't do it, this is absolutely a recorded video. Yeah. I think so too. Let's see if he decides to show his face all of a sudden. Wouldn't that be nice? Where shall I sit down and have my humble dinner? 2 onigiris and a beer. I think it's a little bit too crowded here, and also too many kids. But at the same time, it would be nice if it's a place that's not too dark. Because if I go down this way, it will be very, very dark. I think it's getting pretty dark down here too, yeah. Okay, well, let's try. Sad Combini set, yes, indeed. Maybe I can sit here. Then you can see a bit of the soccer practice, and it's not completely pitch black. So yeah, I got two fancy onigiri just because they were at a discount. I guess they're about to get too old. 2 onigiri. One is with meat and one is with salmon. and then a humble little Yona Yona ale. So that will be my dinner for the night. Yeah, Yona Yona ale. Those of you who know me probably knows that it's my favorite, one of my favorite beers. Okay, where's my little mini tripod when I need it? So yeah, it's gonna be a little 5-minute soccer intermission while I'm having this little combinisetto. You still have many tourist photo shoots? I do, yeah. This week I've had, let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six shoots since last Thursday, and I'm having yet another one tomorrow. But then next week is pretty quiet. I only have one shoot booked so far. Wow, $8 for Yona Yona ale. It's not that good. It's not worth $8. I don't know which kind of dollars that is, but regardless. Here it's like 300 yen. And I will open it now. Kanpai. Cheers. The mic is very close to my neck, so maybe you can hear me drinking. Neck very close to my throat. And let's open this onigiri. Where are we now? We're in not Yoyogi Park, Kinuta Park. We started at Yoga Station. And now we're in Kinuta Park, and I'm having a little beer and onigiri break. I don't think he's hiding behind a tree. I think he just doesn't want to socialize with all the other parents who are at the more normal place. Yeah, if there's anyone who's creepy, it's probably me. Sitting here drinking beer, talking to myself, and pointing my camera at strangers. This yakiniku onigiri is very nice. I must say I feel kind of uncomfortable to eat knowing how close the mic is to my mouth. Hope it's not sounding too gross. Anyway, I finished one onigiri. I think I'll continue walking with the beer in my hand, then maybe have the second onigiri a bit later. Let's go. Okay, you can only hear the plastic crinkle, I think. Onigiri overseas tend to be soggy, not nice and crispy and fresh like in Japan. Yeah. It was actually on the... Where did I see that? On TV, I think. That apparently, according to the TV, they tend to exaggerate things though, but they said that there's a bit of a onigiri boom in France right now. That there are some onigiri shops and that they are very popular. I've been thinking about that for well over 10 years actually. If I were to move to Sweden and wanted to start some business, I want to start onigiri, some sort of onigiri related business there. Maybe a small onigiri shop, a little corner shop or something. Singaporean says it's illegal to drink public in her home country. Is it okay in Japan? Yes, it's okay in Japan. There are no rules like that. I know that some countries are strict about it, but in Japan you see it all the time and it's very, I don't know, alcohol is not very, it's not taboo at all in Japan in any way. Some people got offended when I was having a beer break at a kid's playground once, but even that is kind of normal here. Let's see, which one gives more advantages to the streamer, paying for YouTube Premium or watching the ads that pop up during the live? I don't know, probably Premium. I don't think I earn or we earn anything from the ads from people just watching. I think we only earn when people actually click those ads. So yeah, but I'm not sure. We don't really get much details about it from YouTube. Is better. A premium viewer is worth more than a non-premium viewer for us. Hey Jeffrey! Starting a bento box shop in Sweden? Yeah, I think it's better to just do like one very basic. Like I like onigiri because it's so simple and basic, and kind of do it the Japanese style. Just have a very, very limited menu, but make sure that you really master those products on the menu. Bento you can actually get in Sweden. Most like Japanese restaurants in Sweden, which are almost always run by non-Japanese, but almost all of them have bento on the menu, but that usually means that it's a plate with some yakitori and some pieces of sushi, and they call that bento. It's funny. Let's see, let's cross the street here. Ooh, really, really windy here, and also some very excessive lens flare from these bright car lights. Yeah, I definitely think that if you are watching this and you're not using YouTube Premium, you are missing out. It's such a quality of life improvement. I've been paying for premium since they launched, and I cannot imagine going back. Let's see what else is. Thank you, Daniel, for reminding people to click the like button. Yes, that's a very nice gesture. If you haven't already, please consider doing so. Also, Sweden House. Yay! It's a countryside. No, it's the outskirts of Tokyo. But a lot of people are surprised over how quiet the residential areas are in this city. Everybody thinks that Tokyo is just like Shibuya and Shinjuku, but actually those places are the weird places. Most of the city is more like this. Low buildings, lots of one-story, two-story houses, and generally pretty quiet. Is it true that there is no Swedish fish can in Sweden? Yeah, I was surprised. I think first time I heard that those were called Swedish fish in the US was less than 10 years ago, when an American friend of mine bought me a package after she had been being back home visiting the US. But yeah, they're just one out of hundreds of different kinds of candy. Nothing that we put any specific national pride in or anything like that. This is a nice little spot with the river, the stream here, so I'm taking some photos. Probably it will be the thumbnail. Looks very good with night sights. Wow, is this live? The sky is so dark already. Yes, it's October. Sunset is 5:30 in the afternoon this time of the year. So it gets dark pretty early. Can walk streets at night in Sweden? Mostly yes, but not. There are maybe some areas where you should be a little bit careful, where I wouldn't walk around with a camera like this streaming, but most places it would be fine. Is this a residential area near Futako-Tamagawa? Yes, it is. Those of you who are regular viewers, like Jenny for example, you probably remember, I think we talked about this place a long time ago. We passed this. This used to be a combini. I think you looked it up on Google Street View and figured out that it was a combini before, but not anymore. Area do you need to be careful? I don't think you need to be careful anywhere in Tokyo. I've streamed in Kabukicho. I've never felt any worries about being there. Any plans to upgrade your cameras next year? I upgraded my camera this year. I got the Nikon Z8 a couple of months ago. Actually, I got it on the release day. That's It's like a $4,000 US dollars camera. So quite high end. I'm pretty happy with it, and I don't think I will make any other major investments anytime soon. I got a new lens just a few weeks ago as well. The Tamron 35 to 150 millimeter f2 to 2.8. That's a mouthful, but it's a great lens, perfect for the kind of work that I often do. Huh, I didn't know that there's a tonkatsu restaurant here. I should try that out sometime. Should be good. Oh, Steven, you got the Pixel 8. Congratulations. Seems like a nice phone. Oh yes, Daniel. Turkish pepper is my favorite one as well. I think I can cross. So I should soon reach a spot that I believe is quite familiar to many of you. How do you walk around without getting lost? There's an amazing app. It's not very well known. Most people have never heard of it, but it's called Google Maps, and it's awesome. You should try it out sometime. But also, this is my local neighborhood, so I know this area pretty well. Homemade tonkatsu for dinner. That sounds nice. There's some really fancy houses around here. I don't know if this is a private residence. So yeah, this steep slope here, I actually passed here on my last live stream when I walked along the river, but then I was down there, and I said, I'm not gonna climb those stairs today. But now I'm on the other side. And actually this place is really nice because you have a good view of Mount Fuji from here, but I don't think, no, we need a bit more daylight in order to see the mountains, the faraway mountains. But yeah, let's go down here and start heading back towards Futako-Tamagawa station. Can't see it, but Tama River is somewhere down here as well. But yeah, it's a bit too dark. I think those of you who know my channel and know my Kawasaki walk, those bright lights here, that's that big apartment block, that huge apartment blocks that I often pass before I go up the hill and lose my breath. So, and I think those bigger buildings over there, that should be Mizonokuchi, and Futako-Tamagawa is like that way, behind this house here. Morning from Barcelona. Good morning. Barcelona, one of my favorite cities in Europe. I was there. I've only been there twice, but yeah, after my first visit I was like, looking into seriously considering moving there. But in the end I moved to Berlin instead. This was way before I came to Tokyo. It's good to see that the chat is very active now. It's just that I really need to watch my step here. So I can't check the phone all the time, so I'm sorry if I'm not seeing all your messages. Musashi Kosugi could have been visible. I'm not gonna go up and check, but it was borderline visible, I think. Not from the exact spot where I was standing, but maybe if I walked a few steps further down. So here's the driving school that I passed on my last stream 2 days ago. Some of you might remember that. Love your narration. It gives us something to listen to while we walk. Thank you. Thank you, Small. I don't know how to read your name. Small Nail? Maybe not Nail. I don't know what that second character means, but thank you. Yeah, I appreciate when you say that, because I get so many comments still about, oh, you should be quiet, stop talking. Your channel would be much better if you didn't talk. But I know, my real fans and my loyal followers, they like to listen to me. And those are the people I actually care about. So here's the Konbini, where I had iced coffee yesterday, or 2 days ago, on the live stream. What time is it now? Okay. It's not too late. I can actually walk a little bit further. I was thinking to head back to the station from here, but let's walk a little bit more. Oh, it's one of these where I need to press. Yeah, let's head down. Here's another river. This should be Sengawa, I guess, the river I followed on my last stream. Let's go down this way. A few blocks. You recognize the Family Mart? Yes! Yes, Jeffrey. We met. We were around here. We walked around here when we met in Futako. Are we going to pass that introvert bench near the big stairs? Ah, that one. That's in Futako-Tamagawa Koen. We will not. No, I will not go there. It's like on the opposite side of Futako-Tamagawa. So actually quite far from where I'm currently at. Oh, here's another cute little deli. Yeah, they only have, okay, they have bento, takeout. You can buy katsukare for 590 yen. That was their bento of the day. So cheap. So cheap. Can we see Mount Fuji from here? We could 5 minutes ago from those stairs if it was daytime and clear weather. But since Mount Fuji is not lit up, it's a bit difficult to see at night. So let's see. I wonder if I should head down all the way to Tamagawa. It's gonna be super dark around there. Jeffrey, yeah. Summer is really miserable here. It is. It's too bad. It's actually one of the major negative aspects of living here. I was hoping this vending machine would have a trash can. Oh look. Have I ever climbed Fuji-san? No, I have not. I have not, and I'm frankly not that tempted to. I don't know. I've never really met anyone who climbed Mount Fuji and said that it was great. Everybody was like, yeah. Everybody I've talked to, they've been like, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not gonna do it again. I guess it's a nice thing to scratch off your bucket list, but I don't know. I'm not so tempted. Finally, a place where I can trash my beer can. Great. I climbed it and it was great. Yeah, but Daniel, you're the kind of person who walks the Yamanote line in one day, so your opinion is not valid, sorry. Yeah, of course, there are nice things about summer in Japan. All the festivals and a lot of the kind of cultural traditions. Like 30 years ago, summer here was probably great. But now it's just too hot and too humid. Climate change is really rearing its ugly face when it comes to the Japanese summers. Okay, so I think I should actually cross here. And I'm kind of venturing off a little bit too far away from my familiar neighborhoods. But probably this should be okay. Lucas, you thought it was great. Okay. Apparently there are some people who really enjoyed climbing Mount Fuji then. No, to me, so the reason why I'm not interested is because it seems like such a boring hike up. I really enjoy hiking in mountains and doing that kind of things, but then I want to be surrounded by greenery or see nice nature. But Fuji, someone likened climbing Mount Fuji to climbing the world's biggest ashtray, and I think after hearing that comment I lost all my interest in climbing it. There's probably like hundreds of mountains I would rather climb in Japan than Mount Fuji, but that's just me. Let's hope that this street is not a dead end. You see the wind? I'm truly amazed that I can stream in these conditions. maybe this way. We'll see. I'll continue to go zigzag through these houses, these residential streets, and see where I'll end up. Have I climbed Takao-san? Yes, Takao-san is more my kind of mountain. I like Takao-san. It's a little bit too busy. I never go on weekends. But Takao-san, and then that other mountain nearby, also Mitake-san, is quite nice. Okay, now I know where I am. I'm at this big fancy pants dotor, which I often go to and use as an office. Then I always bike here. It's a little bit too far to walk, but now we're here and I'm on foot. So we have to walk back towards Futako-Tamagawa from here. Sorry, Jari. Yeah, we didn't get lost. I'm really sorry. Now I'm at a place that's very familiar for me. So it's a very nice bike ride from here to Futako-Tamagawa, but I'm not sure how enjoyable it is as a night walk, but we shall soon find out. We shall soon find out. Actually, let's cross over here instead. That makes more sense. Hey Luke, how are you? Are you enjoying your time in Japan? Do I still use my bike? Oh yes, I do. I use it a lot. Probably every second day on average. If I'm just staying around here, if I don't have any reason to go to the city center, then I usually just bike somewhere with my laptop and sit there and work. So that's Futako-Tamagawa over there in the background. This is Nogawa, which is also a pretty nice river. Interesting. He's running, jogging. Why not? This is a pretty nice jogging trail if it wasn't for all the bikes. It's a little bit too narrow and too popular among the bikers, I guess. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? It's so nice to not be sweating buckets every time you leave the house. This weather is perfect for me. I could do without the wind though. The wind is kind of annoying, but at least you're not hearing it, so it's not that bad. Dotonbori. Okonomiyaki restaurant called Dotonbori. Dotonbori is the famous spot in Osaka. What area of Tokyo are you right now, my friend? Hello, friend. I'm close to Futako-Tamagawa. That's Futako-Tamagawa over there. Street lamps do their job well. Yeah. And also a lot of people here have really, really bright bike lights. Melbourne wants an airport train. I see. Tokyo has plenty of airport trains. There are several train lines going to both airports. But yeah, I know most places are not like that. A lot of places. Oh, someone's cooking. It smells really nice. I guess I need to eat more. Maybe I'll take your advice and get some gyoza, Jenny, after the stream. Thought onigiri was not enough for me. I have another one in my bag though, but I don't know. Onigiri is nice, but I feel like now that it's getting a little bit chilly, it would be nice to have something warm. We need the Shinkansen. Yeah, everybody needs Shinkansen. We need Shinkansen in Sweden too. We need punctual and reliable trains desperately in Sweden. let me see. Okay, I walked 3 kilometers so far, probably 4, since I didn't really start the tracking at the same time as I started the stream. And we're probably still at least a kilometer away from Futako-Tamagawa. So whoever it was who donated some super chat and told me to walk 5k tonight, I think we're doing that. I think that will happen. This is such a random place for a gym. Will you be going to Shinjuku during the Halloween rave? No. Is there a Halloween rave in Shinjuku? I didn't even know that. But no, I will probably not go to any Halloween activities. We'll see, but probably not. Stockholm Airport train went to over 200 kilometers per hour. Yeah. We have some trains that do like 200 kilometers per hour. Problem is just that they're not very reliable. So a very, very quiet evening walk today. Hope some of you enjoys that as well. I was originally planning to head somewhere a little bit more busy, like into the closer to Shibuya or somewhere, but I don't have that much time. I want to be back home. So my wife and daughter are having dinner at my wife's mother's place. So I want to be home before them, because I had to leave really early this morning, so I didn't have time to say good morning to my daughter. So at least I want to be home when she comes back home today. I'm very much looking forward to the maglev from Tokyo to Nagoya. Yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess, but it seems like that train is very, very costly and very, very not very energy efficient. I wonder how, like, if it will be profitable and if it's actually sustainable. In my opinion, the regular Shinkansen is fast enough. I'm cool with that. But of course, we all need progress. Okay, Jeffrey says goodbye. Sleep well. You biked from Sancha to Shimokitazawa and then looped around Yogi Park and then back home. Sounds like a nice bike ride, for sure. Oh, it's your daily exercise. Neat. Let's go on a ride together someday. Yeah, the maglev. The tickets will be very expensive probably. I would rather see all that R&D go into something that makes the current Shinkansen trains cheaper and more accessible to people, because even the regular Shinkansen trains are very expensive to most like middle class people here. 歩いてるところはどこですか？Futako-Tamagawa 周辺でございます。Futako-Tamagawa と成城学園前の間ぐらいかな。Some free time this week now that I got my editing done. Nice, Jeffrey. Yeah, I've had a couple of very busy weeks, but maybe, hopefully, next week will not be so busy for me. Oh, but no, I forgot. I'm going on that trip. I'm going on a trip next week. So I'll only be in Tokyo Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So then I guess those days will be quite busy after all. We'll see. I'll let you know if I have some time to spare. It would be really nice to see you again. Yeah, flying is usually cheaper between Osaka and Tokyo than Shinkansen. But it's far less convenient and also pretty bad for the environment, so I prefer Shinkansen when I can. Yeah, accessible means something different to you than what I meant maybe. But yeah, I don't know how accessible it is right now, the Shinkansen. I think it's okay though, but I don't know. But yeah, what I meant is that I wish that they could make it, imagine if it was, like the Shinkansen is so fast. So if it could be as easy and cheap or affordable to go on a 30-minute Shinkansen train ride as it is to take like a subway for 30 minutes or even 1 hour. Imagine what amazing places people could live in and still commute to work in Tokyo. That would be so nice. But that's only possible if you're earning a lot with the current ticket prices. How about using the Seishun Yuhachikipu? Yeah, I don't know. When I was a poor student and when I had more time, I was kind of tempted to do something like that. But now, as the father to a little child and having a family that needs me, it's a little bit difficult. Yeah, I had a friend who lived in a town called Hamamatsu, which is close to Shizuoka. So maybe slightly less than an hour from Tokyo with Shinkansen. And her boss or someone, she was like working remotely for a company, but her boss was like commuting to the office in Tokyo every day with Shinkansen. But a monthly ticket like that probably costs more than what most people pay for rent. So it's not for everyone. Okay, we are slowly getting closer and closer to Futako-Tamagawa. This narrow street is always very busy. Of course, the company pays for the bus's ticket. But imagine if travel like that was so cheap that anyone could do it, then Tokyo wouldn't have to be so crowded. あ、浜松から見てます。よろしくお願いします。僕は浜松行ったことないです。行きたいけど。これまではチャンスなかったです。Careful crab, first time here. Welcome. Welcome. Let me see, what else are you saying? Yes, tourists have this Japan Rail Pass, which has been a really good deal. But they just raised the prices quite significantly. So it's not as great of a deal that it used to be. It's still pretty cheap though, especially for people who plan to do a lot of train travel in Japan. But yeah, it was a pretty significant price hike. A lot of people are quite unhappy about that. But there are places also in Japan where locals get a discount though. So it's not, you know, it's not that everything is cheaper for tourists. It's only that rail pass actually. But for example, on some ferries and other transportation methods to more remote areas, they can be discounted for people actually living there in rural Japan. So there's similar system like that here too. But I honestly think that if they did not have any, like something like the Japan Rail Pass, the Shinkansen would maybe be out of reach to a lot of tourists. Not now when the yen is so cheap, of course, but in more normal times, it would not be used as widely, I think. And it's also kind of a source of national pride, and I guess Japan wants as many people as possible to get the chance to ride the Shinkansen. Maybe that's why. Why is it so dark? Yeah, we talked about that on my last live stream too. That guy, when someone asked, why is the sky so bright? That was funny. So yeah, why is it so dark? Yeah, I don't know. It's not that dark though. So many signs and lights everywhere. Certainly not very dark in this drugstore. There's flowers on the street here. I wonder if there was some accident or something. But in that case, they should have been placed in a bit more respectful manner, I think. The stream is so dark because I forgot to adjust the gamma on my display. Yeah. So soon we will be at the Futako-Tamagawa Shotengai, the shopping street, old shopping street here in Futako-Tamagawa. So I'm almost back to my usual stomping grounds. Shinkansen fare and airplane fare is not so different. Yeah, I think it's often easy to find flights that are less than airplane fare actually, if you're flying from like Narita or use some discount airline. But I really try to avoid Narita as much as I can because it's very, very far from where I live, so it's not a place I want to go. Let me see, what else are you saying? Yeah, Tokaido Shinkansen is, yeah, it's already at pretty much max capacity. So that's of course one of the reasons why the tickets are costing as much as they do. Because they can. They don't need more passengers. Let's see. Narita Express is okay, it goes to Tokyo Station. Yeah, but for me it takes 1 hour just to get to Tokyo Station, so that's the thing. I live on the completely wrong side of the city to appreciate Narita. But for a lot of people living more in the eastern parts of Tokyo, then Narita is fine. And the Narita Express is also making it quite convenient to get there. Or the Skyliner from Ueno is also pretty good. But yeah, getting to Ueno takes also an hour for me, so. Anyway, we are reaching a spot that should be familiar to most of you. The saddest playground in Tokyo. Probably not the saddest. There are probably even worse ones than this one, but a really sad one. Anyway, it's coming up very soon. And I think that's where I will wave goodbye to you. Then I might grab a little bite at one of these nearby restaurants here. This Chinese place is always seems to have a pretty loyal following. Maybe I can get some decent gyoza there. Am I on a tourist visa? No, I've been in Japan for 15 years. Tourist visas doesn't last that long. So yeah, the sad playground, of course. I need to show that. If you can see it, maybe it's too dark. Sad playground reveal down there. Trying to figure out where to wave goodbye. I'm also kind of tempted to try this ramen shop actually. I've never been here, and this place also always has a very long queue, but it's Hakata ramen, which is not really my favorite. It's a little bit too greasy for my liking. I'm certainly not in the mood for that right now. Oh, what's this? This is a new place. Korean. Yeah, there's actually a lot of restaurants around here. Tropical storm in Pom. Oh, stay safe, Daniel. Thank you, Vidya, for the super chat. And yes, that's a very correct analysis of how to please me. Super chats, they always make me happy. But even though you just gave me a super chat, I think I will wave goodbye to you. Maybe not here, because then those two people would think I'm waving at them, and that would make me look like a crazy person. How about waving goodbye to you here instead? This is a place where I have started a lot of streams, but I don't end them around here as often. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see if I'll be back with another stream sometime this weekend. Probably, maybe, but I'm not gonna promise anything. Anyway, thank you so much. Bye bye, hej då, auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss.